a sample, but I actually want to run it on my computer. So actually we see that it will be going to the YouTube. So actually I'm using the same example
So I'm using the same simple line.
broadcast example.
等一下，为什么它这个代码要去哪里载啊？
I will run it, and I'm using the OAuth2 method so that it will do this creating stream, this example create the stream on my account on my behalf. So I will give the allowed access, and once I allow access, actually I will start using my demo. So that's for this, say, the stream broadcast title, the event title, IO13 event. Okay, so I see that the event is created IO13 event.
Just get the.
Okay, so I see that the event is created, it's just published. I will create an actual stream. So I just create the stream as well. As I explained earlier, once we create the stream, I see that I have an ingestion stream as well. As I explained earlier, once we create the stream, I see that I have an ingestion address. And I have my stream name, my unique stream name. So using those two, actually, I know where to stream my data into. And last thing, as I explained, now actually I bind them together. So the broadcast ID I created and stream ID I created, I bound them together. So actually, my event knows which stream to broadcast. Let's go one level down and go to YouTube website. I am in my account. As my account is enabled for live, so I can see that I have like live events here. The event I just created, I13 event. And let's deep down this event. And I see that it's private, as I explained. It's scheduled.
等一下，让我开一下我直播的聊天室。然后我开启我的聊天室之后，它需要跳出视窗的那个。等一下，让我开一下我直播的聊天室，然后放这里。OK。等一下，我开启我的聊天室之后，它需要跳出这个。当然，如果你喜欢聊天的话，你就可以到我群组里面去聊，这也可以聊的。之后我就邀请我的朋友放这里。Okay.
Ahead of time, I will go to ingestion settings, and I see that the event I just created, the IO stream event, is here, and it is 1080p as I just described. So this was a demo for the Java. And I actually want to go one level further, and I created like a small streaming app that I will try to actually stream from here. Let's see. Sign in. So from that, I created connect them. And as you see, the one I just created before, the IO13 is over there. The one I just created right now, it is a live streaming event here. So I'm seeing this. I just want to see that it was like that easy to create the live event and go live. And from now on, actually, we can start taking questions.
Yeah.
To some organization.
The API is open to everyone.
Anyone.
It's public and it's public and it's open right now.
Okay, so if I create a mobile app to anyone, so they have to log in their account to allow
developer google.com.youtube. So choose this. Simple. This can retrieve the sound's broadcast using the broadcast ID. So get surprised. Okay, if I wanted to list, I want to lay the key point. Copy this. Copy this and go back to our core base. Into here, because the return broadcast executes. Request cannot follow located request. No one define the request. Now, refuse. Indicate the previous sticker year. It is device of strings insert to something live broadcast on. Live broadcast. my broadcast ID. It's ID. I have to get this response. So I set the breakpoint here. We run this code. Some error. So if we want to let the error disappear, we have to reload source code. Okay, we can run the code. It runs successful and open the code. Open the code, please. Then select is this the string? No, we have to select the video first. Select this. Then we can select is this the string? I select this, improving my love string. Now I will run the application. So we could listen here. We can look at live broadcasts of his ID and the part. His ID is his status, but the string status is ready. Then has to return broadcast. Enable auto start and enable DVR projection recode from start. The old thing is say okay guys. Mm. So this is pretty much the output. I get the URL, but it don't work. My soccer status is already live. My circle status is ready. Last recorded. Set before recording media course. Live circle is ready but not live. We have to on the way.
Anyone, so they have to log in their account to allow them to stream to YouTube, right?
Yeah, so anyone can develop using the Live API. The constraint.
Right now, actually, our servers are like on the YouTube website.
We have to find the list code first, so maybe make sure.
Miles into space, looked down over New Mexico, and then jumped. The jump was about 10 minutes, and he was in free fall for about 4 minutes. This is what we saw internet traffic looking like during that period. Right? Yeah, a couple of people like me stayed for the press conference, but this was the peak. And at its peak, 8.2 million people tuned in, and there were 52 million playbacks. That is the kind of scale and excitement that a live event on YouTube can generate. By the way, fun piece of trivia, at that point, those 4 minutes, about 8% of all internet traffic was that video. All right, fortunately, you don't have to jump from space to create great live entertainment. And we're seeing tons and tons of partners do that today on YouTube. Up on the top left over there, whenever soccer powerhouse Spartak Moscow plays in Russia, we see live traffic from Russia spike. Live sports is a great way to build entertainment on YouTube, whether it's cricket in India or Major League Baseball that live streams its games internationally, or the art to find local hockey, part of the live sports experience. How many people know who Juventus is? Not that many people. All right, a couple of people. So Juventus is a soccer club in Italy. They just won the Serie A league. That is a live stream that the club put together when the entire town celebrated their win. Right? Tens of thousands of people tuned in, and it was a way for their global fans to participate in that. We see this happening, in tons and tons of dimensions. Music is another great one. Whether it's, AB48 in Japan, or that gentleman, Psy, who debuted his new album in a live stream on YouTube, we're seeing artists of all sorts come to YouTube and create great live experiences for their audience. And we think this is just the beginning. We think this is going to extend to all sorts of independent artists, and I say artists to mean much more than just musicians. Of course, we think gaming is going to be a huge part of live on YouTube. We're starting to see this already with lots of major esports tournaments coming onto the platform. Riot Games, for example, streams its League of Legends tournaments. We're seeing tons more. We recently did an API integration with Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which actually allows you to live stream your multiplayer gameplay. Now, we all understand the value of watching someone who's really good play, right? But it extends to more than that. For example, a few weeks ago, I was clicking through the Call of Duty shelf, and I happened to stumble on someone playing, and it became pretty clear within a couple of seconds that this person actually wasn't very good. But suddenly she paused, and actually started chatting with the audience, saying, hey, thank you for watching me play. I know I'm not that great, but I'm getting a lot better. And this is what I did recently. Now, the act of 2 or 3 of us that were watching her made her experience better. It became more than just a game for her. That is the power of live streaming and connecting with an audience that we're seeing every day on YouTube. And it extends to entertainment of all sorts, whether it's product launches or conferences, exactly like this, or very elaborate April Fool's pranks. Do people recognize the YouTube April Fool's pranks in the top right? A few people? Yeah, this was a live stream that went on for 12 hours where these very brave anchors actually read the titles and descriptions of basically hundreds of thousands of YouTube videos. Or something like red carpet premieres. What can we do that's better? Check out the multicam on top. You can't do this anywhere else. So we weren't just streaming RedCam one particular view, but we were letting audiences select where they wanted to go. We can do this across sports, across genres. For example, recently the PGA live streamed just Tiger Woods. So if you wanted to follow just Tiger Woods during a tournament, you could actually do that. And of course, this extends to much, much more. It also goes to news and
all the standard bit rates, all the standard resolutions from 240p up to 1080p. And great feature about this product is you don't need to actually send all these different bit rates, all these different resolutions to YouTube. You just want to actually send us the highest bit rate you want to support, the highest resolution you want to support. And from there, in real time, we will actually transcode it to all lower qualities. So you are saving the bandwidth, you are saving the processing power, and we'll do the whole heavy lifting for you. What about the encoder? Currently, we are supporting the RTMP flash streaming, and you want to use the H.264 video, and for audio codec, we are supporting the AAC. Similar to what I explained earlier, as we transcode to lower bit rates, we also transcode to different containers and different qualities so that people coming from iOS, Android, and Google TV can actually also see your stream as well. So you don't need to actually think about how you will change your stream into those different settings. We'll actually do this for you. So this was the first streaming settings and the API overview. And as you may actually have, I know there are developers in this platform, and I want to talk about a little bit about the sample. All these samples I will be talking today, actually they are open source under the YouTube API samples. So if you are missing one thing or two, don't get excited. They are all open source. You can go there and still access them. And today I will be talking about just the Java sample, but we are actually supporting all client libraries from Python to PHP, .NET to Objective-C, many of them, and you can actually see what are the client libraries we support. And it's a totally RESTful API, even though if you don't want to use the client library, you can just use the REST API. So the first example I want to go through is the create broadcast. Today, I want to do 3 things. I want to start creating a broadcast, then create the stream, and then connect them together. So I will have something that is ready to live stream.
To create a broadcast
broadcasts, I will start with setting the metadata, and then I will set the status. And using those two, I will create a broadcast object. And now I want to create this broadcast object in YouTube. So I will create an insert request and execute it. So I will start with the broadcast snippet, the metadata. I set it, and I created a title. I set my schedule time. And one thing to remember, actually, I'm just setting today just the required parameters. There are actually other parameters I explained earlier, but I'm just doing the minimal right now. And the second was the status. With the status, for the sake of this example, I set it to private. Using the previous, I set the snippet and the status, I'm creating a broadcast object. Now I want to actually insert this broadcast object to YouTube so it will actually appear in YouTube too. So I create the insert request. And using the client library, I have the live broadcast insert request for me, insert class. And I wrap my broadcast object I created earlier inside this request. And I executed it. As I explained, it was a RESTful API. If everything got successfully, by the client library, the JSON is parsed, and I got the return broadcast, which is the broadcast actually was inserted inside YouTube. So from there on, I can check that everything I did was successful or not. So we create the broadcast. The second step was the stream. Stream will be, I will do like in a similar tree. I will start with the metadata. I will set my ingestion.
We created a stream. That's
settings. And I will create the stream object. At the end, I will insert into the YouTube. So I start with the snippet. I'll set the title since this was the metadata. Then I will go over the ingestion settings. In the ingestion settings, as I explained, we support right now RTMP. And just for the sake of this example, I set it 1080p. So this one is the one that the maximum resolution I want to support. I will create the stream object right now and set the snippet and the ingestion settings I just created. Now the time is to insert it into YouTube. So I create the insert object again. This time it's the live stream insert object. And I put my stream inside it. Once I executed it, I actually return that the created stream is from YouTube. Something to remember, as I explained earlier, this is your entry point to YouTube, your stream's entry point. So once you create the stream, you are actually getting an ingestion address, the RTMP URL, and the stream name. So using the same API, we are actually resolving them, the ingestion address, the stream name, so we know where to stream, where to send our streamer to. So we create the stream as well. So far we create the event, we create the stream. Something's like missing. I think it's the connection. So we want to actually let the stream happen inside this event. So we'll create a bind request. We'll set the broadcast ID inside it. We'll set the set stream ID. Once we executed it, if it's successful, we'll actually return the...
We bind set stream. Tell me till I be found. We can broadcast this live broadcast file. Have the broadcast file. Broadcast it. Okay. Use that string ID. Live broadcast data active. So now you see we get a return broadcast.
Broadcast as well. Now we can check if the binding is successful or not. So this was the Java sample, but I actually want to run it on my computer. So actually we see that it will be going to the YouTube. So actually I'm using the same example I just showed, the create broadcast example. I will run it, and I'm using the OAuth2 method so that it will do this creating stream, this example create the stream on my account on my behalf. So I will give the allowed access. And once I allow access, actually I will start using my demo. So that's for this, say, the stream broadcast title, the event title, IO13 event. Okay, so I see that the event is created, it's just published. I will create an actual stream.
Set your title.
So I just create the stream as well. As I explained earlier, once we create the stream, I see that I have an ingestion address. And I have my stream name, my unique stream name. So using those two, actually, I know where to stream my data into. And last thing, as I explained, now actually I bind them together. So the broadcast ID I created and stream ID I created, I bound them together. So actually, my event knows which stream to broadcast. Let's go one level down and go to YouTube website. I'm in my account. As my account is enabled for live, so I can see that I have like live events here. The event I just created, I13 event. And let's deep down this event. And I see that it's private, as I explained. It's scheduled ahead of time. I will go to ingestion settings. And I see that the event I just created, the IO stream event, is here. And it is 1080p, as I just described. So this was a demo for the Java. And I actually want to go one level further, and I created like a small streaming app that I will try to actually stream from here. Let's see. So first I will start let me actually turn this so. Okay. So first I will start with sign in. I use the Google Play account manager, so from there, my account is here. I will just pick my account, and now I'll actually authorize the event. And I will create my event. So right now what's happening is I created the event, I create the stream, my unique stream, and then I actually connect them together. So, and as I went to the live events, I just list them. And as you see, the one I just created before, the IO13 is over there. The one I just created right now, it is the live streaming event here. So I'm seeing this. And I will start streaming right now. And so looks like I started streaming. So let's see on the YouTube website. So this one. There we go. See my events. And my live stream event, I'll actually go to live streaming to just see like what's happening here right now. So actually, yeah, my stream is started happening here. And actually from my API, I already clicked like start streaming from the API. So I didn't have to click because it was already, I requested to start the stream. And right now actually our servers are like transcoding it, and in just 5 seconds, we'll go live. So let's see it. I'll go back to my account, to my event. This time I'll just click. And my event is about to start. So let's give a few seconds in.
Give it a couple of seconds. It looks like the demo gods are sort of being favorable today. Can we blame the network?
Sorry?
Can we blame the network?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Why not? All right. Give us a couple of seconds, and
No, iOS 21 was actually, the question was if I was like streaming to iOS 13 or this event. Actually, as I just did here, I actually seemed to do a live streaming event. iOS 13 was the one I used it from my Java Eclipse. So today actually I showed the Eclipse, but you are free to use the language of your choice as well as something is happening. And yeah, we are live.
yeah, there we go. Should get the audience on.
They didn't want me to like send the audience. Right. But. So that was all about my demo today. I just wanted to see that it was like that was that easy to create the live event and go live. And from now on, actually, we can start taking questions. Yeah. If you have a question,
we're happy to take questions.
Feel free to go to the microphone and we'll take live questions as well as we'll actually take questions from moderator link.
The only question on the moderator link is, why is Ibrahim so awesome? And I think I asked
Sorry,
that.
I'm not taking that question.
Yeah, please.
So it's all very nice. On iOS, you are presumably using HLS as the protocol, HTTP live streaming, right, on iOS?
Yes.
Yes.
We are using RTMP.
Now, on Android has had a much more tortured history of the implementation of multimedia protocols.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said there a little bit.
On Android, are you also using HLS, which is supported by the Chrome browser, it appears, or are you using a different protocol to stream live to Android?
The question was if we are using HLS or another protocol.
On
As
Android.
explained earlier, we are actually using the RTMP right now.
Are you talking about playback or the streamer from the creator's side?
Playback.
Playback HLS.
HLS on Android?
I believe so. Yark? Yep.
Yeah, I think it depends on the version of Android. So we do transcode.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
One key feature of this platform is it transcodes to a number of different formats. In fact, we are the most directed developers and done, and that is different than the other version of the platform. So it depends on the version of Android. I think on the
Sure. Yeah, come on up. Oh, by the way, the answer for most people that didn't hear it was we transcode to a number of different formats. On most versions of Android, it is HLS. On the later ones, on some, it's something different. Yeah.
Is the API open to anyone or just open to some organization?
The API is open to everyone.
Anyone?
It's public and it's public and it's open right now.
Okay, so if I create a mobile app to anyone, so they have to log in their account to allow them to stream to YouTube, right?
Yeah, so anyone can develop using the Live API. The constraint we have right now is you need at least 1,000 subscribers before you can stream into your account. That's something we're working on. We're working on expanding live access. But the constraint right now is the person whose account you're streaming to needs to have a certain number of subscribers and be in good standing as a YouTube account.
Okay, then associate my next question is, what's the limitation to use the API?
Sorry?
What's the limitation to use the API?
Anyone can use the API. So if you're developing tools to live stream to YouTube, the API is public. There's no, other than the developer key. And,
No, actually the API is all public. As well as the documentation. The only thing that is like we are actually constrained about the channel that you will be live streaming. So if you have like a test channel, or if you like use one channel to use the API, you can always use the API. But once you start live streaming, at the end, like when you develop your product and your product is ready, the people who will use the product will need a channel so that they will actually send their live streams into.
Oh, okay. They need a channel. But how can you how do you stream the content of the live stream?
So how do we manage content?
For example, if stream something should not be public, how do you detect that? How do you prevent?
You're worried about spam.
Yeah.
All right. So we have, this is something that we've invested a lot of time and effort in at YouTube. So all the mechanisms that go in, that protect content on YouTube in general for video also apply to live streams. So people can flag the stream and it goes down. We have a tool called Content ID, which screens for infringing content. That's run against live streams as well. Anything else? All right, it's a shy audience. Thank you very much for listening to our talk. Thank you for listening online.
Thanks a lot.
Ibrahim and I are hanging out here. Feel free to come up and ask questions.
Yeah. If you have any other questions, we will be in the sandbox area all day, and as well as the other YouTube experts, so you can always come and ask other questions, and we'll follow up everything. Thanks.
Thank you.
What's this?
Hello and welcome to YouTube Developers Live. We have an exciting show for you today. I would like to introduce my special guest, Florian Dayako from Elgato Systems. How are you doing, Florian?
I'm great. Hi, Jörg.
Thank you for coming, and I understand we will talk about live streaming and gaming today. So let's talk a little bit about your company. Tell us what you guys do. How did you get started?
Yeah,
We are
Elgato Systems.
maybe we have
We were
to.
founded in 1999 in Los Gatos. That explains the name.
Mm-hmm.
We have been working in software for many years. Before we started to found the company, we are actually the original developers of the Toast CD recording software on the Mac.
Yeah, I remember that.
We started Elgato Systems to create exciting products. One of our first products was iTV. iTV turns your Mac into a TiVo. It is television viewing, recording, archiving, editing, and so forth software that lets you watch television, edit, basically everything you would want to do with a Mac, that many more things you can't even do with a TiVo.
Cool.
Basically, over the years we have added features, we have added different TV standards. We started out with just a product for the United States, then we added Europe. Television, there are many different standards in the world, and we like to think we support them all. We have expanded to different platforms. We are now running on iOS, iPad, iPhone. We are also on Windows with a slightly different software offering, and Android as well.
Cool. So when did you start working with the gaming vertical and start offering the gaming solutions?
Yeah, gaming is a very interesting field for us. The interesting thing about it is we did not find gaming. Gaming found us. We were surprised about the level of, a lot of people were using our software edition for iTV to use it with hardware that was made by another company. And a lot of software piracy happened in that course, where people were basically taking our software and using it with somebody else's hardware to make recordings. And we were wondering, what are these people actually doing? We asked our users, the ones who paid for it, and found out a lot of these people don't record set-top boxes for satellite TV and cable television like we intended with the software. It turns out a lot of them were recording video games. They were connecting the hardware to PlayStations and Xboxes. And the live recording feature that was in ITV, in the ITV software, which is always recording and that lets you, jump back in time and continue watching later and so forth, was extremely useful for these gamers.
Right.
They really enjoyed that they could be playing for many hours, and then they were just finally getting that one achievement in the game that they were always hoping for. And with other solutions, they would find out that they, at that point, they forgot to hit the record button and they missed it. With ITV, they could just go back in time, start the recording then share their results with their friends.
Great, great. So without further ado, can you show us how that's done with Elgato Game Capture HD?
Yeah, Game Capture, the device itself is a video capture device like we have, we've been offering to users for some years now.
So it's a little box that you
It is a little box
to your game console.
that you attach. It basically plugs in between your console and your TV set, because you want to be able to continue playing, obviously, on a big screen TV, and it captures HDMI or component video, and it outputs HDMI in a full HD, and basically lets you capture the video signal as it passes onto your TV.
Great. So this is what we have set up in the studio, right? We have the Elgato box. We have a game here running on our iPad with HDMI out coming into the box, and then the Elgato device is actually connected to your Mac over USB, right?
That is the setup we have here. That's correct. On the Mac or Windows, you run the Game Capture software, which is running here, and is already running, is already recording my game. And as you can see, there's a lot of functions going on, but why don't I start with a demo of the game on the iPad?
Show us your skills. Can you up the volume a little bit so we can...
Yes, absolutely.
We can hear the engine roar. All right, and this is Trial Extreme 3, right?
Trial Extreme 3.
By D-Media.
And I'm new to this, so bear with me.
There's only 1 million people watching it right now, so no pressure.
No pressure.
Okay, so I'm seeing a preview of what you're seeing on the iPad in the Game Capture HD player, I guess that's what you guys call it.
Yes.
All right. It's a nice trick. You can do it.
Made it.
Star.
And there I crashed.
Pretty good. Oh no. Okay,
Too bad.
what happens
It
next?
happens.
So
Well,
now that you failed,
now
you're going
that
to
I
show it to
failed,
the world?
I can show that I've been showing my failure live on YouTube already. So what you see here is my YouTube channel. I was streaming live from Google Developer Live. There's a little bit of a delay, so what you see is basically that failed run that I just made.
Got it. So this is basically the stream that is generated by your desktop software, right?
That is right. I'm streaming live to YouTube using the new YouTube API version 3. And we've been very excited to work with YouTube during the beta phase of this feature and to bring streaming to the masses.
Great.
And here we go.
So just going back to the player, can you go back a little bit and tell us a little bit more about, you have a lot of knobs and a lot of functions. What do they actually do?
Yeah, Game Capture software. The user interface is primarily split up in two sections. one for the Mac, one for capturing and one for editing. And it also works on Macintosh and Windows the same way. We have the capture side that I'm showing here. At the top I see information about my current device. I see my game audio, which
很多人只能作为主角听，但不爱这真实的风景。最后你才想象是人的威力，来来来来来来的是冲说，但不爱只能说为主角听。所以他说这里可以看到我们的监控画面，但实际到这里的时候，它也不行，所以我不确定它是什么样的问题。接下来要看的就是这个。Over my watch time. Status is ready. Left circle is ready. I don't know how to change the left circle status. description update can. Let's actually change the description and the title to the podcast, but this is not what I want. Status on specific test life. If I want to transition to life, how to do like this using Java. I look at this code. Get the right transition request. Okay, if we're using this code, we don't need this code. You know, we don't need this. We just YouTube live broadcast dot transition request is equal to YouTube servers the live broadcast. Dot transition. Hmm. 为什么不行？ So, we're using select a video, download, select playlist. Select playlist is used to stream. Right. Okay. So we go back to YouTube to check it. This is live streams. Just one live stream. 爱过，能不能回头？爱怎么能不能回头？曾是当有一生一起走，那些日子不再有。快转。好难的。我必须要拿到它的源码。
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming here and watching online. My name is Satyajit Salgar. I'm here with Ibrahim, and we're here to talk about the YouTube Live platform and the YouTube Live APIs. I'm going to talk a little bit about the platform, what creators are doing. Ibrahim is going to dive into the details of the API and show you a demo. And we'll save some time at the end in that. Another great one, festival. We're seeing millions. And I say, of course, we did, which actually you of watching a few weeks ago, clear within a she paused, getting a lot better, made her experience we're seeing every day, all sorts. Or few people, yeah, this was a live stream that with titles and description, or something we wanted to go. So recently, to follow just, and of course, this extends to much, much more. It also goes to news and current events. Presidential, we had a ton of topical coverage by everything that our creator community is doing on YouTube. But what makes this possible? Solution is to build a solution that I feel is amazing. We, as a viewer, we offer you unmatched bandwidth change. Let you skip back on. We offer high quality devices. We make it really easy to insert closed captions. We released a live API, which lets partners and developers for helping us. Finally, what we're really excited about, anyone on we creator.
So I'm Ibrahim Ulukaya, developer programs engineer at YouTube. Suggestion setting at the end. So let's get it started. Android demo. YouTube and make them. You can also insert advertisements. I want to talk right now a little bit about the concepts. First concept I want to talk today is the broadcast. Think about the broadcast as a calendar event, like a show, like something like a news that's scheduled for some time, and it's like an event container. And when you go to youtube.com/live, you will see this image. You will see the future time. Sending to YouTube. It is your entry points to those events. So actually I want to differentiate those two. The broadcast is the event. The event that was actually scheduled for some specific time, and the stream is your own content, actually the entry point to YouTube. So let's actually cover up those. Broadcast was the event metadata, and the stream was the live streaming your content. The reason actually we separated together, we want
哇，酷哦！找到我的救星，就是这个，就 demo。那个树叶设计。Send a video to Stop bleeding. Huh? Oh, damn. Just bring you to my select. And let's wait. The chocolate is delicious, the smoker. Perfecto. Never know. Yeah, it's right. Number 8.
Hello,
Hmm.
I mean,
Come on. app, select a video, download, getting this video, select is the video, select we want to get ID. What? Might be sleep. It is strong. We start the video. We choose video. Select is this the broadcast. Select is the stream. We next because we if not know, yes, not know. So this get strings from URL. We get in paste is not known. Set videos, upstreams, set video, stream set videos. We definitely this videos library is our video. That's right. So set the snippet. String seeding live strings is so snippet usually inserts. Waiting. A new snippet we get an error. So because this is new, so we go back to give it a try. Run this. Select the video. Select the string. We select the round. Okay, because this YouTube is new, so it's getting a warning. We have to fix this so we can check this implementation. It is new. We look at his source code. Prevent sticky. Damn. YouTube is equal YouTube builder. Is YouTube builder, so checker. The YouTube survives. Factor ingredient. Ingredients 3. Google account using OOS school. Okay, cells we don't use in the YouTube. Using a YouTube device. Right. So go back to my YouTube. My list session is YouTube, so I changed it to YouTube slides. Select the video, download, select this string. We select this next. We go to this line. Yes, okay, it's okay. YouTube device. We're using the application names YouTube app. Next. File request. Detail message. Resource is required. The solution is required. It's request body. Okay. You have to look at this. Maybe what it is. At least it's a video. The solution. That strings. Resource. Maybe because we don't provide return string. Thus we can look at the return strings. If we can, and before we can insert the video, but for now, because YouTube will have the sense device, need to make money, so we can use it. The solution required. Okay. Yeah. We have to state after this solution. Look at his sample. If I set a resolution, this outcome. CDN set a resolution. Okay, because the closeness. Sorry. Set pomade. Another pomade. The resolution. Second. Right. So if we want to set a pomade, we have to change the resolution. Just round it. We run. Wait for a moment. We select the video. Download this video. Select this string. Wait for a moment to improve it my YouTube. Resolution this time. Just give me a chance. Because you need to set the studio, live streams, set videos, executes. Okay, this message. Our frame rate is required. This is easy. Just go back to just go back to our API because this bandwidth is 60 fps. We copy this and go back to our code space. Then here you need to say stadium frame rate. Okay. So go back to here. We select our video. We select the download a video. Select this string. I look at this. No, never mind. Yeah, it's okay. We flatten the strings. This video is some video, and a kind snippet. Snippet is include the title and the description, but I don't set the description, so if you want to look at this, you can open your locate the drop down to here. This system output to publish it somewhere anywhere. No, without HTML. We don't have this, so we go HTML. No? Okay. It's work perfectly. We have this code. This code need to update. Okay, the next we have to, because we set the leader, and we have to bind the two stream and the broadcast. Okay. We go back to our core. The code key. Secondly, we have the constructed and the executes define the news broadcast. And we have to get the return broadcast. So where is getting the return broadcast? 111 rather focus instead the execute. In his main function, we create return broadcast first. So if we want to do this, then we have a retracted. We already had this broadcast ID, so we copy this to line to here. YouTube slides rather broadcast the status. Haha. Live broadcast ID detail. Mm-hmm. It's something morning. Something morning. No.